Okay, so for week 10 of summer anime, another solid lineup of shows we have here. So yeah, it's the 10th week. We only have maybe like 2 or 3 more weeks until we reach like a lot of big finales. But here overall, Jujutsu Kaisen continues. Bleach, the Blood War is like heating up. All these fights are so nice, seeing like Ichigo kind of like do his thing. Undead Girl Murder Farce I like this week. Bungo Stray Dogs was insane. Rent the Girlfriend kind of like emotional. Yeah, a lot of other shows were nice. Mushoku Tensei as well. Sam 100. We got a Monday episode again, so yeah, we ain't got Sunday episodes anymore for this anime. So I'll start talking about Bleach, the 1,000 Year Blood War first. So yeah, this is episode 9 for part 2. Oh my god, yo, this is so insane. So yeah, last episode we had like a week break, but basically Ichigo he saw Shido was the traitor. He came flying down, was very cool. His song was playing #1. We see like his other school friends are with him. So yeah, Orihime like insane ass new outfit. So he kind of gets help from Uruhara. He's like, yeah, I'll help you out. This dude is with plot and shit. He's like kind of inventing things, doing research, and now he's like, yeah, I made this cannon. It's gonna launch you up to the Squad Zero area so you can catch up to Yawatch and then fight him. So he left like the pathway still open. So like they realized that maybe the Squad Zero members intentionally did this. Like they might have known that this was Yawatch's plan. So yeah, there's some like shit going on over there. But basically they had to like gather a lot of energy from these Quincy tears. And it basically just like powers up the cannon. We get some lore there. And then Ichigo's probably gonna face Ishida over there. So that's pretty hype. Overall though, yeah, they're doing their things, but back in the Soul Society, the captains to lieutenants, they gotta still keep fighting. So a lot of them are injured, but they're still like holding them back. The Quincy's are kind of like very strong right now. So his main fight is with one of the girls in like the whole like kind of Bambi squad. So yeah, Bambi died. And then this girl, she kind of has like blood powers, so she can turn people into zombies. And then yeah, it's just like so funny seeing the Soul Reapers like not getting baited by her anymore. But basically, she's kind of like really strong herself, but she can also summon zombies. So yeah, she summons Bambi's corpse, and it basically, yeah, it's like a lifeless body that's just like suffering while she's controlling it. So yeah, Bambi's like throwing out her explosive bombs. The other Soul Reapers are running away. So yeah, that's when Mayuri comes in. So yeah, he's rocking his big like Sun Emperor robes out here. And now he's like, yeah, finally an opponent to fight. So he's kind of facing up against Giselle. They're like kind of evenly matched. He has like perfect counters to like Bambi's abilities. And he's kind of like killing her zombie clone. So and she summons even more zombies. These are all like the Soul Reapers that she killed, and now yeah, she's like kind of controlling them. It's like pretty sad seeing their bodies here. So Mayuri, he just summons old villains. So he just summons like 4 of the Arankar. So these were like kind of pretty old villains. They're in the Hueco Mundo arc, basically. So yeah, it's been a while since I saw the anime, but I know these dudes were like fairly recent anyway, so it's kind of funny that they're here. And then it was kind of insane because Giselle, she's not finished, so she's like, I'm gonna summon someone else. She summons the ice dude, Toshiro. Ain't no way, that's so sad. So yeah, this fight is pretty intense. It's just like, I wasn't even prepared for it. But yeah, the action's insane. All these like kind of plot twists. The story's like moving forward like very quickly, very nicely. So I love all these captains doing their thing. This is definitely like a war crime type of battle, just like forcing these like lifeless dead people to fight for you against their will. But yeah, the battle of the zombies is here. Also after that, let's talk about Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 7. So I really like this episode. The animation's insane. It was basically the fight between Mahito and Mekamaru. The problem was it was a bit too obvious who would win because Mekamaru, he's like, literally, he thinks he's him. He's like, oh, I can survive Mahito. I got all these like kind of like abilities I've been storing, waiting. Seeing all the colors, Mekamaru just like firing lasers and flying, and Mahito just transforming. The fight, like the animation was insane. It was for like a random like early fight, but like it was still like a bit too obvious. That's why I wasn't like that invested. But I mean, I am a manga reader, so I guess that's not really fair. But yeah, besides that, let's just talk about how it unfolds. So Mekamaru, he's like in his metal body. He has 17 years worth of energy. He fires the Mekamaru cannon, just like, you know, charge 1 year. And then he like fires it with 2 years, 5 years. So the impact is pretty devastating, but Mahito, like, he can tank it a bit. He can also dodge because he can like turn into like a little bird and just like fly away. So it's like pretty hard to catch up to him. So Mahito is pretty diverse. It's like, it's been a while since we saw him, so he's like one of the strongest characters so far. But basically, Mekamaru, he has like some extra shit. Like he has like these vials, he has 4 of them. It's kind of like charged with simple domain, I think. So when he hits Mahito with it, it actually damages his soul. So if Mahito gets hit by more of this, it's kind of lethal for him. He kind of just like runs away, turns into like a big Birdman. And then Mekamaru's just like firing lasers. It's like really funny. Animation's like so cool. And then yeah, like he's had it so Mahito domain expansion. Finishing move right here. Anyone kinda domain's pretty much over for you unless you have your own domain, or you have simple domain, the technique that Miwa did. The blue katana sword girl, so Mechamaru was like, you know, kind of copying her as well. He has like the technique in his vial, so it's kind of like protected by the technique, like he's not injured. He baits Mahito into coming in close and like blows him up. So yeah, he fires him with another veil of the soul destroying thing. He hits Mahito. The thing is, like, he got baited, so he's like, oh, I have one more vial left. What if I just defeat Geto now and just like run away easy? I'm like, bro, the death flags, they're too much. So yeah, like since he like popped Mahito with the vial and then the domain kind of like went away, he kind of thought Mahito died. I'm like, bro, you heard of the double tap? Because this is what Mahito did, was also kind of bullshit. But at the moment of impact, he kind of like physically separated his body. So it looked like he exploded, but he did that on purpose, just to like avoid the hit. So then yeah, he kind of like drills into Mechamaru's armor. And now it's 1v1, Mechamaru with this one Mechamaru suit, and then Mahito with like a billion hands coming in. So yeah, he has this one vial, he just has to, you know, stab Mahito with it. It's too late though, Mahito kind of idle transfigures him and kills him. So yeah, rest in peace, Mechamaru. Oh shit, pretty sudden. It was very sad. Like, this anime has a lot of sad moments, which was nice. Like, I thought the outcome of the fight was pretty obvious, but, you know, I mean, a character just died, and we're just getting started. So, yeah, after that, end of the episode is also very sad because like real civilians, the Shibuya incident is starting. So we see what's happening right now. So it's like Halloween in Shibuya, there's a lot of people, and it just instantly gets sucked into the train station, and then there's like a giant veil around the city blocks. So literally everyone is trapped in there, regular people, and then sorcerers can't really come in freely. So yeah, like just the regular people are trapped. The only way to kind of like get close is to bring Gojo Satoru in. Everyone's like calling for him. They're like, if you bring Gojo Satoru, then you'll be freed. So yeah, like literally all the higher ups are like concerned. We see all like the school kids are just like they're in the back providing support. They're not really fighting because yeah, you know, Gojo can probably solo everything. The problem is there's like actual like casualties that might happen because real people are involved. So yeah, it's like a big ass incident right now. We see like they're like kind of narrating the details. So yeah, a lot of like creepy shit can happen. We see like characters like Panda. Maki is with Nobara. Yuji is with Megami. So yeah, like the team ups are happening. There's probably gonna be fights happening. At the end of the episode, we see Gojo just coming into the veil, and it just looks like he'll probably handle shit. It's pretty funny, but the way they're framing it makes it seem like the villains are gonna like do their shit. So yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen, but another exciting episode. I feel like every episode's gonna have like insane action packed in there. Maybe one or two big things might happen each episode. So yeah, we gotta see as the anime kind of continues. Okay, so for Mushoku Tensei, Season 2, Episode 10. Another funny episode. Rudy is kind of just like exploring the school life. They're kind of doing their thing. We see like he's also getting closer with Silent Seven Stars because they're part of the same world. He's talking with Body Gotti. He's helping out Sonoba and Juliet, the dwarf girl, on like, you know, magic and like sculpting statues. So all of that's like going on. His life is like pretty chill in the school so far, and nothing big happening. We see like he kind of reunites with Soldat. So yeah, they're kind of like in the same city. We see Ellie and Elise and Cliff are just like, you know, really close. They love each other. So yeah, the school life is like kind of progressing normally. Like nothing really big happened this episode, but it was just like still pretty funny because Rudius realizes that Sophie, or Silent Fitz, is kind of like really cute. I'm falling in love with the dude. It was kind of like a bit painful to see him piece things together so slowly and being so insensitive. He actually sees like Silent Fitz with one of the protectors on the marketplace. He realizes that that's like actually the princess putting like disguised magic on her. So I guess that was kind of interesting. One big thing that happens is that he kind of figures that Silent Fitz is actually a girl, but then like he can't confirm it himself. But then once she sneaks up on him in the library, like he kind of like collapses. And then she actually falls on top of him. He kind of realizes that she is a girl. He doesn't realize who it is, but yes, okay, bro. It's the next episode. Surely they'll figure it out. If not, maybe the season finale. But yeah, basically he kind of like realizes in the library as she like runs away. Yo, my dick is actually like having a response. So yeah, he couldn't like jack off or anything for like the past like 2 years, I think. But now he realizes that getting close to Fitz will cure his erectile dysfunction, and he starts like kind of jacking off in the library or just like rubbing himself just to like see if he can go like all the way, but no, it's still not like finished yet. So Rudius has to get closer to Fitz, and I mean, I guess he's gonna realize that it's Selfie eventually, and then they'll fuck. I feel like that's how the season will end, as we're kind of like doing wholesome adventures into school, maybe like learning more about the teleportation, because him and Silent Seven Stars are still like trying to find a way on like this teleportation incident and everything. Also, like Silent Seven Stars, her motivation right now. She wants to summon someone from the other world, because if she's able to summon someone, then she can like counter, like summon herself back. So that's her goal right now as well. So yeah, a lot of stuff is happening. Anime continues. The story is very solid. But yeah, Rudius, I just like hate his inner monologue. This is our main character. We're following him every week. It's so painful. But I guess we gotta deal with it. You know, the fantasy elements, the stories is like so good. The animation and the colors look so pretty. Okay, so for Undead Girl Murder Farce, episode 10. The mystery's kind of okay. We're following like this werewolf story, but I love how like they frame like them getting clues, talking to people, investigating. It's pretty good. The sound design's also like very creepy as well. So yeah, I like a lot of stuff in this anime. I guess the one thing I don't like is that the actual mysteries aren't like that satisfying. It's like they usually have a good setup, but then the reveal is like whatever. It's like the same here where they're kind of like investigating who the werewolf could be. And then they kind of like narrow it down to maybe 3 people that are like outsiders in the village. So they kind of narrow it down to like an artist, an engineer, and the doctor that they met in the beginning. So yeah, I thought the doctor was kind of sus because he had like a gun on him. There might be more than meets the eye, but then they realized that it is the artist because she transforms into a werewolf at the end of the episode, and she admits that she ate all the girls that are missing. Because really, like, there might be something else. I thought like the other girl from that got killed by the villagers, like, went out for revenge, something like that. But overall, though, she kind of runs away. She starts attacking the squad. Aya and Suguru trying to fight her off, and then the maid girl also like tries to shoot her. The problem is like the wolf kind of targets Aya's cage, which is pretty funny. He tries to like throw it into the waterfall. The maid girl kind of rescues it, but then she falls into the waterfall. So it looks like she's dead, but probably not. Well, we'll see next episode. But a cliffhanger there. But yeah, we're following this werewolf story. Mystery's like pretty much solved, so not really much of a mystery. I'm kind of wondering where it'll go for the finale, and if we'll even get more of this, maybe a season 2. Okay, so from My Happy Marriage episode 10. So we learn more about Mio's backstory. So she actually has powers. We realized this because yeah, she's been fainting, she's having trouble sleeping, like she has like bad dreams. So Kyoka kind of like drives her to like the address of the dude that was kind of like harassing her. And then he's actually related to her. So it's like the Usuba like bloodline. And then he reveals that their bloodline, they have like mind powers. But they can like actually like, you know, manipulate people's minds, do mind tricks. So yeah, basically Mio's powers are very strong. So they want to kind of keep her in the house. And like basically have Kyoka relinquish her. So I feel like it's pretty obvious that they're kind of gonna use her for the powers because they didn't really help her out when she was growing up. So I guess that's kind of sad. But then Kyoka, he's like, no. Mio's kind of like conflicted. She's like, I don't care. Very painful because yeah, she doesn't want to speak her mind. She doesn't want to trouble Kyoka, but she does want to stay with him. So that's one problem there. Like I'm feeling for Mio, but she can't. It's still too early, and then it's such a big decision. So much shit is happening. Like she got kidnapped, and now like she's like has to deal with this like her bad dreams. So basically, like in her dreams, like her power is basically like she can like kind of come into people's dreams like a succubus. So like as her powers get stronger, like maybe she can actually like manipulate and control people. It's also revealed that her mom kept this power from her a secret. Maybe so like no one uses her, and it kind of backfired because now like she got abused when she was younger. So I mean, yeah, life as Mio is suffering. Kyoka actually like doesn't want to relinquish her, but he doesn't want to like force her. So they actually have a duel, Kyoka and like Mio's cousin. So I thought this was kind of like it's so bad. Like why even have a duel? Just say no. So yeah, I guess they just had to flex their muscles. They basically fight. So the other dude, he has like mind powers as well. So he kind of like has like shadow clones every time Kyoka's fighting. He's not really fighting the real person, the real body. So then Kyoka just like blows everything up, just like huge ass electric fire blazer explosion, destroys everything around him, and then he finally corners the dude. But he plays dirty as Kyoka's like about to hit him with the finishing move. Kind of like makes like a pretend body of Mio. So it looks like Kyoka's attacking Mio. So yeah, I mean he loses. Mio is now separated from him, and he just gets teleported back to his house. It's kind of nuts. I think he's gonna like, you know, rescue her, of course, but oh shit, okay, more conflict happening. I'm not really a big fan of the supernatural story. I keep saying it every week. But I mean the anime continues. I just want Mio to be happy. Like I love her development. She was getting stronger, but like every time just like something like terrible around her, like it's just very traumatic. So we just gotta see her be happy, and then yeah, the anime does continue. And yeah, those were the main shows I wanted to talk about. There's other shows like Dark Gathering, which was pretty nice. Episode 10, the squad, they have to fight a god. So the way to do it, they need like really strong spirits, and they kind of need 6 of them to kind of like fight and capture it. And they only have 5 so far. So I guess Keitaro and Yayoi are gonna go around, try to, yeah, let's go, get another strong spirit. Rhyme to Girlfriend this week, episode 9 was pretty painful. Like, yeah, it was a sad moment. The spoilers, the grandma died. So then, yeah, like we see a lot of like Mizuharu's backstory again. We saw most of it last season, but like here it's again, like as she's dying. And then she wants to admit that, like, she's been lying to her grandmother about, like, being a rental girlfriend and everything. Overall, though, Kazuya continues to be a simp. Yaimori is there trying to, like, support him. I think the big part is that Kazuya actually showed her, like, the movie as she was dying. Like, he pulls out, like, a projector in the beginning of the episode. So I guess that was, like, the big thing. Like, Mizuhara actually showed the movie to her grandmother, which she made one of her dreams come true. So the anime continues. Nothing really to progress the plot, even though the grandmother died, was kind of huge. So yeah, I guess I wonder what the next arc this anime has in store for us. Maybe be more spicy, go to new places, have them be closer together, Mizuhara and Kazuya, introduce some new girls. The world is our oyster, but in this case, it's like the world is our dumpster fire. And yeah, that's it for the animes this week. Thank you for watching. Gonna be more excited as we reach more finales. Gonna keep up with these animes. Summer is almost over. It's pretty much over right now. So kind of excited for the fall anime. There's some like exciting shows people are hyping up. So yeah, that's it this week. Thank you for watching. See you next week.